You know that I have already published one of the link on YouTube that is about introduction of myself. My dear friends, it was decided by myself, it was planned by myself that after the request of my various students, many students have requested me, sir, why not will you take lectures? Even after my some of the colleague professors also requested me to take the specific lectures on the law subject. There are certain subjects right now which are going to be taught in your classes, colleges also. But so far, the students are not in a position to attend the lectures. बहुत सारे students जो lectures attend नहीं कर पा रहे. Most of the students right now they are working students at outside the office में काम करते हैं, अपना खुद का कारोबार करते हैं. इसी कारण वो कुछ lectures attend नहीं कर पा रहे. So it was planned by myself that why not I will conduct lectures for such a students. It will be benefited to them. Plan to conduct the lectures, and therefore for conducting such lectures right now for such a students right now the various topics we will study. I have planned to take the first lecture on the administrative law. This is administrative law. उसको हम कहते हैं कि प्रशासकीय कानून या विधि उसको हम कहते हैं. ओके, तो ये जो हम पहला लेक्चर हम आज जा रहा है, आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू अबाउट दिस सब्जेक्ट. आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर आल्सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. Basically, I never teach any subject to any students. I will try to make them understand the subject of law. This is the basic concept of mine, my dear friends. Now, why these particular topics are going to be covered? Now, in this particular things, right, in subject right now, administrative law, I have decided to complete the syllabus of Mumbai University. Now, this syllabus for the particularly for the administrative law for the law students, there are total 8 units. These all 8 units were going to cover in a series of the lectures. Now, this series of the lectures, I will try to cover before 15th November 2025 because this is very essential to cover the topics right now. 15th November 2025, or maybe by 20th, because your examinations will be going to commence from the month of end of the November month. Therefore, friend, for these particular topics, study according to these topics right now, according to the topics which are given in the syllabus, is for 8 lectures, which will be cover the entire syllabus of the Mumbai University. Now, friend, one more point I would like to tell you. You may not be having the notes, may be having the books, or may not be having the books right now. The books are very voluminous. बहुत बड़ी बड़ी किताबें हैं जिसे हम कवर शायद कर नहीं पाते हैं. बहुत कम समय में आपको ये सब किताबें पढ़नी है और आपको अपना प्रिपरेशन करना है. तो मैं मेरे लेक्चर जो है एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट के व्यू से लूंगा टू द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट. तो अभी सवाल ये उठता है कि हाउ विल यू स्टडी माय डियर फ्रेंड. आई विल ट्राई टू कवर द एंटायर टॉपिक्स इन दिस पर्टिकुलर लिंक्स. 8 lectures with 8 units. That is the basic concept is different. Therefore, on board or some of the PPTs also I'm going to give it to you in this particular link only. You have to only go through the link, my dear friends. At the time of examination, if you will study for the 8 links right now, that 8 links are nothing but maybe one link for the 1.5 hour. Therefore, these are the series. Once you will study, friends, you can pass, you can appear for the exam, you can answer the questions, whatever are asked by the University of Mumbai. Hope that you will definitely understand my lectures because I have the experience of the law, teaching of the subject, as well as I was a paper setter for 11th third year in Mumbai University also long back. I have to explain you the administrative law. What is this actual administrative law? In this administrative law, हम उसको क्या कहते हैं, प्रशासकीय कानून कहते हैं. दिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ मैं आपसे कहना चाहूंगा कि यूनिट 1 इंट्रोडक्शन टू एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ जो आपको मैं पढ़ाने जा रहा हूं, दैट इज इंट्रोडक्शन. इंट्रोडक्शन इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ. Now, in this introduction, the questions will be in such manner: define administrative law. Define administrative law. This is one of the aspects. Second question will be asked, or in the same, explain its nature, scope, and importance. Explain its nature, scope, and importance. Now, friend, these two questions are full length questions will be asked to you in your examination, and these questions will be covered by the by this first lecture, right, my dear friend. Therefore, what I'm saying, right, to introduction to the administrative law, this is the first unit is there. Under that, we are going to study define administrative law as well as explain its nature, scope, and importance. Therefore, friend, let us come to the next point, how it is there. Therefore, I can say that administrative law is the branch of public law that governs the organization, powers, duties, and procedure of administrative authorities such as government departments, agencies, and tribunals. Tribunals यानी कि न्यायाधिकरण. Now, friends, I would like to explain to you about this particular administrative law, what they have going to say. Under this particular topic, administrative law is nothing but what we are calling it is a branch of public law. It is a branch of public law. Now, what is the public law, friends? It is applicable for the public. This public law is going to govern. Who is governing it? It is going to govern by the organization. Now, what organizations are there, friend? Organization का मतलब संस्था. Now, this organization is nothing but sub departments, agencies, and tribunals. These three are nothing but a what we are calling as a organization, department, agency, tribunals, and this particular branch of public law. Who is going to govern it? It is governing by the administrative authorities. Administrative authorities. Now, these administrative authorities are going to govern it. Now, what is the basic part? Is the what are the administrative authorities? I will explain you later on when the topic will go on, my dear friend. Therefore, whenever the administrative authority is concerned, they are going to govern this particular the branch of public law, that means for the to the citizens of India, citizens, or you can say my dear public. Now, how it is going to be governed? They are having some powers. The powers are delegated to them by what? By the Constitution of India. And therefore, friend, I can say that Constitution of India is a basic structure. Constitution of India is the basic structure, that is the basic law. It is nothing but it is a mother of mother of administrative law, or you can say the administrative law is a branch of the Constitution of India. What exactly is going to be take place, right? To under such, as per the administrative law, the administrative authorities are having some powers as well as some duties also concerned. Some duties also given to them. Therefore, friends, next to this, these duties. Now, these duties to be obeyed by utilizing the powers. Am I right too? But they are using the duties by the help of the duties. They are utilizing the powers. That powers are should not be. If powers are given to correct the particular citizens of public. Now, friend, under this particular under this topic, it is some procedures also given to them. Now, these procedures, they particular administrative law will be applicable to the public, to the citizens, through what? Through the administrative authorities. What are the administrative authorities? It is nothing but some organizations like a department, agencies, and tribunals. Am I right, friend? After that, these particular organizations, department, and agency, tribunals, they are having certain powers which are delegated them by the Constitution of India. And this Constitution of India is nothing the mother of the administrative law. On that basis, with the help of the administrative law, some duties are also imposed on the how to duties are also imposed on them, and by the duties by the procedure which is going to be adopted, it is nothing but if the system is itself is made as per the administrative law, and that is going to be governed the public law. This is the one topic you supposed to be understand. Therefore, say it regulates the relationship between what I am saying that it regulates the relationship between individuals and the government. It regulates the relationship between individuals and the government. I'm just reading it. It regulates the relationship between individuals and government, ensuring that administrative actions are legal, reasonable, and fair. Ultimately, the state should be welfare state means must protect the rights and interests of the individuals without any discrimination. Now the point is, a friend, I use the word relationship. Relationship. Relationship between whom? Individuals plus government. Relationship between this individual and government. Now, what relationship is there, friend? Individuals are going to be individuals and government, ensuring that administrative actions are legal. In the sense, the individuals on whom the administrative actions are taken, it should be legal, reasonable, and fair. This is a very important thing. It should be legal, reasonable, and fair. Ultimately, what I can say, right, to friend, this is nothing but the administrative law, administrative authorities are nothing but a state. Now, state has given the power. Now, it is called as a state. Now, state means also we can say the central government or state government. You know, friend, central government, state government, the state is the supreme. In our Indian constitution itself is a state is a supreme, that is a sovereign. Sovereign मतलब सार्वभौम जिसके ऊपर किसी का भी अधिकार नहीं होता है. Therefore, central government and state government are the supreme, and therefore they may be having the supremacy, they may be having the power, but their power should be utilized in such manner. It should not be. It should not be discriminate to the individuals or any public. In the sense, these powers are utilizing in the sense of legal, reasonable, fair manner. That means the person who is individual or public should not be discriminated. This is the basic thing is there. Therefore, friend, I can say the state is nothing but utilizing the words state, welfare state. Welfare state. Welfare state means the welfare means the state is having the responsibility to do the welfare of each and every individual as well as the public. Therefore, this is a basic aspect. Therefore, welfare state is nothing but they are protecting the rights and interest of individual as well as a public. This is a very important factor that I would like to tell you. Therefore, I'm trying to briefly explain you. I'm trying to postmortem the things how it is going to be take place. What is the administrative law? I'm going to tell you how it is going to be applicable. It is going to procedure I have explained, powers are explained, duties are explained, how they are going to be utilized for the individual. Ultimately, as per the constitution, when it is written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a common man was a concerned person. That common man should not be sufferer. He must be enjoy his life with a rights and with his interest. Therefore, friend, this is the basic aspect what I told you. In short, I would like to tell you. Shortly, administrative law deals with how does public administration work. Public administration work with administrative authorities, how they are working, how government decisions are made, how power is exercised, and how citizens can challenge those decisions. Therefore, I told you, friend, this is a particular administrative law is nothing but a giving a power to the administrative authority and how they are applicable, how they are going to be applied for it. Then further, how they are exercising their duties also. And further, friend, we can say if any aggrieved person or citizens will be there, they must have some remedies. This is what I told you about the administrative law. And I told about what relationship is there, how it is going to be operating by the administrative law. Therefore, friends, the next point, what we would like to say, I said the definitions. Definitions. Now, with these definitions I am discussing are in such manner. One of the scholar I'm saying is Ivor Jennings. Administrative law is the law relating to the administration. It determines the organization, power, and duties of the administrative authorities. Therefore, the word is there, Ivorgening. Ivorgening. Now, its definition is going to be asked you for the 1 mark. Therefore, it is saying that administrative law is nothing but it is related with the administration only. Now, it determines the organization. Organization, I told you, departments, agencies, and tribunals. The power and duties are given to them for the implementation, that is the administrative authority. The definition, what I would like to tell you, my dear friend, one of the another scholar is there, Casey Davis. Casey Davis. Casey Davis. Now, what this Casey Davis says that Casey Davis ये कहना चाहता है कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ इज द लॉ कंसर्निंग द पावर्स एंड प्रोसीजर ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एजेंसी. पहले में क्या कहा गया था? पहले में कहा गया था पावर एंड ड्यूटीज, माय डियर फ्रेंड. यहाँ पर क्या कहा जाता है? द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ इज द लॉ कंसर्निंग द पावर्स एंड प्रोसीजर ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एजेंसीज. Okay, that is the administrative authorities, including especially the law governing judicial review of administrative action. ये क्या कर रहा है कि इंक्लूडिंग गवर्निंग जुडिशियल रिव्यू, इसमें एक स्पेसिफिक वर्ड दिया यूटिलाइज जुडिशियल रिव्यू. When this judicial review will take place, friend, when there will be any person or any individuals or any public who will be discriminated or who will be called as an aggrieved person. Aggrieved person. Now, this aggrieved person, right now, friend, he can challenge to the court about a decision taken by the administrative authority which is unlawful. Therefore, this is the another definition what we have studied about a Casey Davis is there. The next definition, friend, another person that's weighed and forced. Weighed and forced. How is going to define is administrative law? He is saying that administrative law is the branch of public law. I already told it's the branch of public law. Am I right? Public law which deals with legal control of government powers. Legal control of government powers. What is government powers? A delegated powers given delegated power to the administrative authorities by the Constitution of India or maybe with the help of the administrative law. That must be controlled. Legal control should be there. That is not what we are calling as the public law which is going to be implemented. Public law which is going to be deals with the legal control of government powers. This is a definition. These are definitions may be asked you for the 1 mark in your examination, my dear friends. Therefore, you can by heart the definition. I will provide the particular material to you also, friends. Next to this, friend, what we are talking about, the next topic is in administrative law, this demonstrates itself two type of controls. Administrative law demonstrate two types of controls. Now, what are the two types of control? One is political control via legislature. Now, what is legislature? कायदे मंडल. Legislation में कायदे मंडल. And the second is different. What we are talking about legal control via the judiciary. Legal control via the judiciary. जुडिशरी का मतलब क्या होता है? न्याय व्यवस्था. Now, friends, what I am going to say, the administrative law demonstrate two types of control. इसका दो तरीके से उनको लागू किया जाता है, उसका कंट्रोल रहता है. One is a political control via the legislation. Political control via the legislature, जो they are controlling it. Next is the legal control via the judiciary. Any legal aspect is concerned, it is going to be take place via legal aspect. Now, friends, apart from this, there must be a boundary line beyond which administrative authority cannot have a discretion in the matter. In the same, what I am saying, right to friend, when there is administrative law is concerned, administrative authority is concerned, right to friend, this administrative authority can utilize their powers. Administrative authorities utilizing their powers, but that power should not be ultra virus. Ultra virus का मतलब क्या होता है? They should not use the powers, ultra virus, they should not use the power beyond their limits. Beyond their limit. It means that they are having certain boundaries. What we are saying, they are having certain boundaries. Whatever the delegated powers are given to them, their delegated powers should not be used beyond their limit. Therefore, this is one of the very important aspect. If they have utilized it ultra virus manner beyond their power, and if it is going to be individuals are going to be aggrieved party, they are having the right to challenge into the judiciary, that is in the court. That is another aspect. Now, second point, legislation not having any undue power against the people welfare or right subject to emergency. Otherwise, administrative law interpret the law of parliamentary procedure can be unlawful. Now, in the sense, my dear friend, with passing the laws, actually, the bills are going to pass in the Parliament House. Any bill which is going to pass into the Parliament House, bill will be passed into with majority in Parliament House, parliamentary. Okay. Now, when this bill is going to be passed, this bill should not be in a such manner which is going to be affect the interest or right of the individual or public. This is a very important thing. Now, after passing the bill, who is going to frame the bill? The administrative authorities are going to frame the bill, or they are making the rules. They are making the rule, they are framing it, and they are passing to the downward right to front, and that is going to be implemented as per their guidelines. But if any unlawful law is passing by the parliament, under such circumstances, the administrative authority is having the right to cancel that bill or change that bill, modify that bill, or repeal that bill also. This is very important, friend. Therefore, laws are going to make by the administrative authority. They are totally concerned with the administrative law. As per the administrative law, they are nothing but a state of welfare state. Therefore, they are taking the care of the individuals and the public. They should not be harmed. Now, their rights should not be violated. Now, if but there is some exceptions are there. If in emergency, for example, some war maybe take place or something like that. In any emergency, if the parliament is passing any bill, the law which have been passed, to this law, the administrative authority cannot interpret. They cannot interpret it. They cannot intervene into this particular rules, the particular law or any bill. Therefore, friend, in this particular case, if the administrative authority prohibiting them for the particular application of this particular law, this is unlawful. Therefore, it is not having the right to the administrative authority about a emergency or any other such incident. Administrative law delegates the powers to administrative authorities along with duties to be followed. Now, I told you before also, right, any administrative authority is their friend. They are having the powers, but subject to they must follow their duties. Follow their duties. In short, what I'm saying right there, administrative authority is having some powers. They are having duties as well as the procedure which is going to be adopted. That is nothing but they have to follow the administrative law. This is the basic concept. I hope that you might have understood about the nature of the administrative law. Now, like, share, subscribe the channel for further lectures that I can continue again and again. Thank you very much.